Head Full of Dynamite from Fremont Brewing in Seattle. It's a hazy IPA. I think it's version 18 in their series. Pretty cool, colorful can here. Good stuff, good stuff. It has like 4 different hops. Citra, Mosaic, Eldorado, Sabro, and I think it has Citra lupulin powder as well. Pretty good stuff. Alright. And with all that citrus in the beer, I figured we'd do a citrus soap. This is Florida Freeze from Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations. And this is for Menthol Monday shave here. So we will be getting a little bit of menthol action going on. Got some loaded up into the Lancaster bowl. And I'm going to be using my Lancaster brush that I had soaking in some water here. There we go. Good stuff. I really like this brush. And when I was looking at my my little wall here of brushes, I was kind of like, what am I going to use? And I was like, it's already been a couple shaves, man. I want to go back to the Lancaster brush. So that's what we're doing today. We'll be getting another straight razor shave in. And since I don't have a matching post-shave product, I'm going to be using some fine platinum. And I'll boost my post-shave with some good Oleo. Alright, let's get going. Let's get to lathering here. Alright. Yeah, I couldn't take it anymore. Had the wife give me a haircut. I'm used to having my haircut every 2 weeks. Couldn't do it. I don't really see an end in sight yet, so I figured I would have her cut my hair. Especially as the summer's kind of rolling in. Or spring, I should say, but it's getting warm here. So with this, it kind of has like a nice 6 out of 10 scent. And it just has like all the citruses mashed together. Let's take a look at this this label here. It says mentholated, grapefruit, orange, lime, lemon, and let's say cobea. Right here down this side. Real good stuff. Just add a little bit more water here. So, I hope nobody got upset about the intro yesterday. I was just paying homage to how IAMCDB used to do it. I always thought it was a unique intro, but I know some people were upset about it, so he stopped doing it. I need to kind of come up with a list of other people who have unique intros. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, and I'll do a little homage intro for them. I have a couple in mind already, but I might not do them back to back to back. Alright, let's go ahead and wet the face. Of course, I did the supply injector shave yesterday, so I'm excited to get back to the straight razor. And I had to make sure I had a Menthol Monday shave lined up. And I think I have my choices picked for the 5 spring scented soaps, or 5 soaps for spring tag video that Leatherhog tagged me in. I have them set aside, and if my mind doesn't change, we can do that video tomorrow. Some pretty good stuff. Leatherhog had some pretty good choices himself. And of course he's into fragrances quite a bit. And he made some very good choices. I'd be happy with those if they were on my, or if I owned all of them. But I'm pretty happy with my list. I definitely tend to keep it pretty bright for the most part. I don't particularly believe in you know, switching your fragrances with the season, but I definitely wear a lot of bright fragrances when it comes to like the spring and summer, so it just, I don't know. I think I naturally change stuff during the seasons, but I don't particularly think that things are off limits just because of the seasons. You know what I mean? All right. Let's dry off the hands here. I already can feel a nice, like, medium chill already. We'll go ahead and go up. Now, I was saying that a couple people told me about technique when I'm going up on the bottom, or with the grain in my case, which is up. They gave me a couple tips, and I'm going to try to implement them on this shave, but you know, we'll see what happens. All right. All right, so I believe they were saying when you're going up, use your left hand for the right side of the face and kind of hold it something like this. So have it kind of cocked a little bit like this, and then hold it like so, kind of pinching. So we'll give that a go. I gotta say, it doesn't feel like super secure in the hand. But I will say, like, the angle definitely feels comfortable, you know, but it doesn't feel like super secure. I don't know. I find it felt a little bit better right there. I kind of kept my finger like underneath a little bit to kind of give it more backbone. So maybe what I'll do is I'll pinch the tang with these two fingers, or the spine I should say, and then I'll put that other one underneath. I wonder if they meant all the way. It's kind of hard to tell, and I'm sure I'll get some help along the way, but I definitely think it's more comfortable. They kind of pointed out that I was kind of like fixing my arm and my elbow and my wrist, trying to accommodate an angle that maybe wasn't, didn't need to be that difficult. So I definitely think with a little bit of time, I'll get used to this grip and maybe I'll start moving faster. But for now, we gotta kind of be slow and deliberate, you know what I mean? It's better to have an irritation-free shave rather than fly right through a shave. So, definitely felt comfortable. I could get down with that. I was mentioning that, if it didn't feel comfortable, I probably wouldn't pursue, learning it too much more. But that felt pretty good, so. It's kind of like, just like a non-stop experiment, trying to figure out which angles are best to attack from. I'm taking so long, I think the soap is drying out on my face. It's alright though. It's alright. I wonder if I can... It's weird, my hands get soapy so often. Fuck it. That just doesn't feel right. I'm not gonna... Now, see, I'm trying to implement a new technique, and now it's like I'm totally forgetting the old technique. I'm all flustered. So what we're gonna do, before we end up scarring ourselves, we'll just rinse the face, relather, and start the second pass. Better to play it safe instead of kind of cutting yourself, you know what I mean? Alright. Let's dry the hands off. And we will relather and get this against the grain pass going, and we'll kind of reset, and hopefully we'll finish strong. Let me just... I shave after work, so sometimes I'm a little bit kind of like, mentally depleted. I notice that too sometimes, like when I'm done with a video I'll kind of be cleaning up my gear, and I'll just think that's kind of a low energy video. I post it anyways, but every now and then I'm just like, I didn't like that one. Can't all be winners though. Alright. Get all that off the walls there. Oh, that is some nice chill. I like it. Can't fall asleep when you have that kind of menthol on you. Get some out of there. One thing that I've always kind of had trouble with this soap is like getting a ton of density. It's always been super slick and it's always had a great post shave, but I've always had trouble getting density, and it's like, I wonder if I'm just not using enough soap. Like maybe I should put more soap than I'm used to. But then it kind of gets to the point where it's like, all right, that kind of decreases the value a little bit in my mind anyways, if you have to up the amount of soap you use to get the same kind of quality. We'll just get some of this out of there. I mean, it's good stuff, but I usually get great shaves out of it. But it's just something that I've noticed is like that density kind of isn't always there. Well, it's usually not there. But I do like the soap. It's plenty slick and has a great post shave. But it just doesn't really maintain a real dense lather. It's probably the only knock. It has good scent strength, good performance, good. It's just that density. Alright. Against the grain. Oop. Against the grain. Alright. Always seems to be smooth and comfortable with the right hand. And then we move to the left hand. And that's where things get interesting. Alright. So here we go. This all backwards like usual. All right, so far so good. And that citrus scent is it's bright. It's, like I said, it's just a gang of citruses all blended together. And then it's real menthol, so it has kind of like that menthol fragrance as well as the menthol cooling. But the fragrance kind of blends in nice with the citrus. I find a lot of times menthol soaps get paired with like citrus fragrances or kind of one-note fragrances or like peppermint, stuff like that. That's already kind of in that wheelhouse, because the fragrance of menthol usually detracts from a good like cologne-like scent. But I'm definitely enjoying this. All right. Let's get this soap off the hand and off the razor. And we'll begin the post shave. So we did kind of finish strong there. I had to kind of reset, you know, before I did something that I regret. I still have nice chill going on. Sorry for all the noise. It's got a lot of activity going on out there. The wife, you know, she's working from home, so definitely gonna be some more background noise. All right, let's try to get this shit off of here. But I kind of regathered my thoughts and we finished strong. I think I was just putting so much thought into how and, you know, when and where I should use that new grip that I was taught. And so I believe I mentioned it in the last video, but it was Doug Bear, or Dr. Bear on Instagram. But I think it's Doug Bear. I think Doug Bear's his name. Real nice guy. He sent me, or he's made 2 videos that I think that he made for me, and they were just kind of like insights to the way he does it and just kind of tips just to help me out, and I think that's fantastic. So I gave it a try this video. I kind of had a brain fart and I ran out of steam there on the first pass. But I definitely implemented it a little bit, and I could see its benefit. So I'm definitely going to keep doing it. And maybe, you know, as time goes on, I'll figure out where and when to implement that. I know he definitely said with the upstroke on the neck, you know, use your left hand for the right side, right hand for the left side, and then just kind of do that like, you know, wrist action. And it worked. It did work. I just kind of, I don't know, lost my train of thought or something. And so I just went on to the next pass. Alright, so some fine platinum aftershave. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of this good Oleo pure oil blend. And this is basically just pure skin food, no fragrance. So we're going to mix those to kind of boost the performance of the aftershave. So I'm going to take both of the caps off and what I'll do is I'll get some good Oleo here. Three drops should be fine. And we'll get a couple nice healthy splash of that. And we will mix them together. Everybody knows Fine Platinum, based on Creed's Aventus, and it's really, really good smelling aftershave. But Fine aftershaves are kind of old school, kind of more basic bitch ingredients list. It's just fragrance, alcohol, water, and I think maybe aloe, but I think it's just fragrance, alcohol, and water. And so when you take a look at that ingredients list of skin food, it's going to boost it up quite a bit. So that's what we did there. I really like this good Oleo product as far as like everyday skincare or as a post-shave booster. Let's not let that go to waste. Let's incorporate some of that. It actually makes a decent beard oil as well. And, you know, I love the Fine aftershaves. As far as fragrances go, Fine has a killer line of fragrances. It's just, the post-shave is lacking. I mean, it just is what it is. It gives you that nice, like, invigorating sting that I do enjoy. And it has a nice, you know, pretty respectable, lasting fragrance. And the fragrances themselves are just killer. But post-shave feel is a little bit lacking. And so if you have something like this, like good Oleo, or I believe Zingari Man now has her rescue potion, which is essentially the same thing, and it could be used in the same fashion, and that'll boost your post-shave if you have kind of an aftershave that's lacking. So that's it, guys. We use some Lisa's Herbal Creations. Lisa's Natural Herbal Creations. I don't know why I'm just having all kinds of brain farts today. Florida Freeze mentholated citrus scent. Good stuff. The post-shave feel on that is good all by itself, but we kind of added a little bit to it with the good Oleo. I used Lancaster brush and bowl. Always a pleasure to use those. And then last but not least, my Kukri 11/16 square point. I believe David said it was a quarter hollow. Or he thought it was a quarter hollow. I already forgot. To be honest, it doesn't make much of a difference to me at this point. But, yeah. I'm really enjoying my shaves with the straight razor. Comfortable time and time again. And the edge isn't really showing no signs of dulling yet. So, there's that. Now my video is going on way too long. So, alright guys. I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your guys' week. And I'll see you on the next one.